What's going on Facebook on this Thursday evening? It's a little chilly outside, but you know what? It's warm in here.
Real warm.
Real warm. I hope that this fireplace my shirt don't catch on fire. How are you guys doing? I hope you had a great day today. You know what? I'm so excited. This has been a great week for me. What about you, Mel?
You gonna have your glasses on? Well, I'm gonna put my glasses
No,
on.
we're gonna keep it simple.
I want my glasses
I need
on.
glasses to see so I can see, be able to see.
I mean, that's what I'm
Need a
saying.
little-
The screen look a little blurry right now.
And life, though, we often need that assistance. And I just need assistance with, making sure that folks can,
I'm supposed to read the comments.
Well, first of all, we got to get some comments out there. So,
Hey, y'all.
I hope you had a
What's
great day
going
today.
on?
You know what? I had a great day today. I had a chance to go to a conference today at this awesome church here in Memphis. Man, I learned a lot.
Yep.
Learn how to be a better person. Learn how to be a better husband,
Yes.
better friend.
You nailing that though. You nailing the husband thing.
So it's definitely has been a great day today for me.
Y'all see these cars I'm playing with?
Yeah.
So, one of our friends bought us these cards. They were somewhere and they thought about hang out with the Johnsons. So these cards are basically cards that deal with marriage and they ask questions regarding marriage. So
Yeah.
we're just looking at, they got some good stuff like this question says, what's the dumbest argument we've ever had? And we were sitting here thinking about it
We have a lot of crazy stuff.
y'all know how stuff can start real little and then it just kind of
blow up.
you know how the enemy do that. But anyways, that was a good one. We thought about one dumb argument we had was at the Grizzlies game,
Yeah.
right?
That was a dumb argument, and I'm hoping that we're kind of low tonight, so I hope Favor don't come through and knock this camera down. That's a possibility. I always want to let it be known.
So we were at the Grizzly game,
Yeah.
and Ronnie asked me. This been years ago. Ronnie asked me. He said, "I'm gonna go get me a hot dog. Do you want one?" And at the time, I didn't. I didn't want a hot dog. And so I said, "Well, no." I said, "I'm good." I said, "If I might get maybe a little piece of your hot dog." And so, anyways, he went and got the hot dog. I tasted the hot dog. And it was really good. So it turned into, I'll just get a little bite to me eating over probably half the hot dog. Well, he got really mad about it. And
Well, I feel like in life, right? So we have choices, and the choice I make, I'm always going to be sacrificial, because Melody is my best friend. She's my lover, my sweetheart. So I don't mind by sacrificing. But, I'm quite sure guys, men out there that will see this video, wherever you see it now, you see it later. One thing for sure is this. If we're at a restaurant, right? And I say, hey, what would you like to order? Or what would you like to eat? Whatever you want, I'm going to purchase it, right? And your mate says, well, I'm good. I'm really not, I'm good right now. So you get to the seat.
and she is good right at that moment.
So you get to the seat, and once you get, you sit down. She said, oh, can I taste your hot dog? Right? Think about it. Hot dog is maybe what? Very small.
Or just give me a little edge of the steak.
Bites.
I don't,
2 or 3 bites, right? So we get to the seat, sit down. And Mel said, hey, give her my hot dog. Now, think about the size of a hot dog, right? Y'all, I kid you not. The hot dog is like this size, right? When Melody gave the hot dog back, it was like that size. I'm talking about like that.
marriage is sacrificial.
So it's sacrificial, but you had the
Marriage
opportunity.
is about sacrificing. We are one, and God wants us to share. And so, it keeps us from gaining weight when we share.
Well, I'm going to tell you like this. If that hot dog causes you to gain weight, you're in trouble. You're in trouble. But you know what? We want to just jump on tonight and, hang out with you guys for a little while to let you know that you gotta be willing to sacrifice. You gotta be sacrificial, as Melody said, and it's it really hurt to that she ate almost. I asked her what I did. I was like, I got a better idea. Melody, you just go ahead and eat the entire hot dog, and I will go and purchase another one for myself.
That is not how that did not go like that.
How did it
you
go?
said that so nicely, Melody? You just go ahead and eat the hot dog, and I'll go and purchase one. That is not how that didn't go like that. It didn't go well at all. Ronnie Johnson.
The question I'd like to ask you this right here.
Ronnie Johnson said, "Man, you just sit here. I asked you if you wanted a hot dog. You said you didn't want a hot dog."
This is Melody Jones. This is not the FedEx Melody talking right now.
This is the what happened. I asked you, did you want a hot dog? I'm hungry. Blah blah blah. Just have it. I will give me another one. Right? Is that how it?
Maybe a little.
Why are men selfish with their food?
That
What is
because
the big
I feel like
deal?
if a woman wants something, she should order it. I ordered that. The reason why I ordered the hot dog, the burger, whatever, that's because what I chose. Now I would give you some, but once you feel like you're obligated, that's a different ballgame.
What do you mean by obligated?
Obligate mean like you feel like that you got a right to, eat my entire hot dog.
Well, in marriage, what's yours is mine, and what's mine is yours.
Yeah.
Right?
So
we, even with food.
Okay.
Even with food,
Yeah, food is important, but so why do people be so? Let me ask you a question. Why is people so often selfish in relationships? What causes you to be selfish?
You know what? Selfishness don't come just from relationships. Selfishness comes because it was there before the marriage.
Even little children are selfish. Some of the most selfish people in the world are kids. I remember my daughter had got this kid a gift for Christmas, and literally he had 2 gifts. And the other little child literally was just hollering and crying, wanting to see his toy. But this little baby was so selfish.
So it's Leisha's little godson. So, Leisha was getting him some stuff for Christmas, so we ended up getting him like just a little truck, and it was at a school bus or something, some kind of little toy. So, anyways, Leisha went over there to take it to him, and she was kind of doing some videos. Here it is, 2 other little kids over there. They're wanting to see the bus, and he is like not sharing at all.
So the question I'd like to ask is that what causes people not to share the things they've been blessed with?
Selfishness.
Selfishness. Everything is listen, y'all. This world is so selfish. Think about it. There are many individuals got 2 or 3 cars, and your friend car break down. You won't let them use it. You got 10 pair of shoes, but you see a homeless person out on the streets and won't give them a pair of shoes.
Well, let's even bring it so there are some times when folks have, just say a husband and wife have their own vehicle, right? So just say if the husband say, hey, I'm going to drive your vehicle tonight. And if it's something and that woman, is like, why you can't drive your own vehicle? I mean, selfishness is something that is kind of lying there, and then when the moment comes, and it just kind of come up, right?
Yeah.
Because there are times like, well, if you just got your car washed, right? Your truck washed. And just say if I want to go out and it look like it's cloudy outside. Would you really want me to drive your car?
No,
you know
because
what I'm saying?
I put a lot of time and effort into making sure that my truck was clean. So if we know it's going to rain and we got 2 other cars out there that's already dirty, it don't make sense for us to mess the car.
What if that spouse want to drive that particular vehicle?
Well, I guess that would be, you just have to allow them to drive. But I still goes back to if I've spent out there hours washing.
So it's about the work that's been put in.
It's about the amount of effort. So, in life and relationships, though, you got to put time and effort into it. If you want to build something strong, something something that's going to have longevity, something that's going to last a lifetime. You have to put the necessary effort into it to be able to have those quality years later on in life. You know, so often we want it like a microwave. We want it quick, fast, and in a hurry. However, when you do that, you basically you diminish the value and you diminish those enjoyable moments. Look at it like this: every day is a moment.
Yeah.
You have to enjoy those moments. So even when my car just got washed and Melody want to drive it and it's going to storm, I'll let you drive it because I refuse to be selfish. And you know what? I challenge you guys to be generous. You are. And I got something to say.
Go ahead.
We got somebody's birthday coming up Monday.
Ah.
Her birthday is Monday, y'all. Make sure y'all send Mel some kudos on this Monday. You know what? You know, each year, God bless you, you get older in age, but you get young in spirit.
You know, I'll say this. Ronnie does not, and you know, putting all joking aside, but Ronnie does not wait until my birthday to do nice things for me. The other day, Ronnie walked in and I was cooking, and yes, I was cooking, y'all. So anyways, he walked in, you know, turned toward the stove, cooking. He comes behind me and he put something in my pocket, right, in my back pocket. So I know my husband, and I know he wasn't going in my pocket for anything. So I already knew.
I just might want to feel on your soft hip.
He blessed me real good. So I pulled it out. First thing I said was, "Thank you, babe." And I started counting. I was like, wow, you know, and this is before my birthday. So that was not on my birthday. So that doesn't even account as a birthday gift.
Yeah.
So like
that was
on
from
Monday,
heart.
that was just something that, I mean, so on Monday, we can't add a separate day of what you did to, no, I'm just kidding.
I wouldn't dare do that anyway.
I wanted to see what he was going to say when
I
I
wouldn't dare
said
do that anyway. But you know, Melody, why do you think, you know, in today's society that, you know, it seems like everybody is about me, myself, and I, you know? They're not, you know, where's the generosity at?
Yeah, and you know what? You know, that just comes from within. It's not based on marriage, but you know, you're naturally a giver. I mean, Ronnie gives all the time. He gives to strangers. He's always being generous to so many people. Sometimes I'm just like, wow, you know, and we both are. We both love to give. That's just one of the fulfilling things that we really like to do. But not just to other people, but to each other.
Yeah.
You know, when just today, like I pinged Ronnie and I was like, you know, I know something that he wanted, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna do this for you today. So that's something that you got to keep in your marriage. Just like when you see that fire in the background, keep the fire burning in your marriage. Be generous to each other. You know, think of little things outside of the box that you can do for each other. You know, Ronnie is always thinking of ways to be kind to me and Leisha. I mean, he'll write us notes in the morning time. I'll go upstairs in my office, and it'll be a note saying, you know what, you're going to do great today. You know, your meeting is going to go excellent. You know, just encouraging me and saying it's just, I got all these little notes that I'm keeping and holding because my husband writes something to me every morning. And you know what, kind acts like that, it doesn't take any time.
And it don't go unnoticed.
Right.
I believe that you reciprocate what you give out, you know. I believe in the law of reciprocity. And hey, Cheryl, how are you doing this evening?
Hey, Cheryl.
Valerie,
Hey,
how are you guys
Marlo.
doing? Marlo. And I just believe in the law of reciprocation because if I'm generous, what generosity is going to come back.
Right.
If I show love to Melody, if I show love to Valerie, or, you know, sacrifice for one of my friends, I believe at some point in time that it's going to be reciprocated. So what we have to do is to be able to understand that there are laws that's, you know, set in place, Mel.
Yeah.
You know, we can't, listen, it's a question. How many of you guys have ever seen a U-Haul behind a hearse?
Yeah.
You know what? We brought nothing into this world, and once we leave here, we can't take nothing with us.
Yeah.
You know what? Mel, you put hey, Stephen Box,
Hello.
Coach Box.
How you doing?
James Cunningham. But one thing is this right here, right? Mm-hmm. Is that Melody said this on a post from a couple of days ago. People will often forget what you gave them, but they will never ever forget how you made them feel.
Right.
You know,
Right.
and look at, like, I think about Steve Box. When I went to Rise Up Kings, you know how you made me feel. You know what? When you gave me that rock and said, Ronnie, you are a rock. You are strong. You know what? The gifts, but that rock and those words of affirmation, when I go through different, trials or different challenges in life, I can remember that words. You know what? You're able to go through this.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, you know, how we make each other feel, you know, in our marriage. You know, a lot of times, you know, we're thinking about, oh, if you're in an argument, what you gonna say back? But what if you change that and shock that person and say, just say if your spouse is upset about something and they say something negative or whatever, right? And then you come back with such kind words, it just breaks that you know, attitude or whatever, because you can't, when you're being nice to someone and they're mad and you choose to come back with something nice and encouraging and loving, it's gonna break down that
wall.
That wall, exactly.
And one thing I would challenge, I would like to do a challenge, you know, to everybody that's watching now and those that will watch in the near future, is that I challenge you to be the biggest encourager out there. It may not be anything in regards to financial, but you can just give words of affirmation, give words of encouragement to let that person know that, you know, what you're going through, that there's going to be a brighter day, that you might be going through a storm right now, but you know what? It's going to be all right tomorrow. You know what? Don't worry about tomorrow. Let's just get through today. And, you know, some of you guys probably thought that when today started, it's probably start off stressful. But look, you're at the end of it. You made it through this day.
Right. And then how often do you just encourage your spouse and tell them, you know, I know we do it, but I'm saying being intentional about it. Sometimes we just make assumptions where they know I love them. I wouldn't be paying all these bills if I didn't love them. Well, sometimes, yeah, it's great to do the actions, but say it. Say it to that person. Tell them how beautiful they are. You know, even when I know I'm having a bad hair day or whatever, Ronnie will still say nice things. He'll find something else. He'll find something else. Ooh, that's a nice shirt you got on, babe, or whatever, you know, but you know, we find things to say, nice things to say about each other, because people want to people gravitate to people who make them feel good. Yeah. Not that they need it, but because it's just, I mean, even your children, when you say, or even your dog, when we say to Favor, good boy, I mean, he's turning, running, tail wagging, because even the dog want to hear something nice. You know what I'm saying? Or if just say if he have an accident and potty in the house, well, he knows when he's in trouble, right? So, but when you give him those words of affirmation, he's just like so excited. And we should be that way with our spouses, you know, always having something encouraging and something nice to say to that person, instead of always, you know, why you do this? You know, you need to do something to your hair, or you need to, you know, blah, blah, blah. People don't always want to hear that. Yeah. They want to hear good things. They want to hear things that make them, you know, encourage them and build them up. They don't always want to hear something where, you know, tearing them down all the time. Folks hear that, you know, everywhere else outside of home. At least in your household, you should be able to hear something good. Yeah. Right?
And you know what? I think about a lot, like oftentimes where we see, you know, guys that, you know, maybe have made a bad mistake, you know, in their marriage. They might have made a bad mistake, you know, in their job, or even with, you know, getting in some trouble with the law enforcement office. One thing for sure is this right here. I don't care. You can take the worst criminal in the world and you can find something good about that person. So I know that if you chose to marry someone, or if you chose to get in a relationship with a boyfriend or girlfriend, there has to be something inside of that person that draws you to them, right? So if whatever, sometimes we just got to go back to the basics.
I took a class years back, and it was called it was at Dale Carnegie. And one thing that they said in there, when we was talking about how to encourage people, and they said, give a person a face to live up to, or a reputation to live up to. So in other words, give that person a reputation that even if they're not quite there, and you say things like, you know what, you did a great job on this project. Not that you're lying. They did a great job. Maybe they didn't do all that needed to be done. But, and you say something like, you use that sandwich method, right? Say something good, give them the constructive criticism, and then say something good. So you basically, it's a sandwich where you are not leaving them wounded. You give them something good, tell them what they need to work on, and then give them something good again. It's just all about strategy and doing things so that the other person can receive what you're saying. But if you go with everything is negative, being negative all the time, nobody wants to hear what you got to say, because you're always negative, and nobody wants to come home to that. That's why you got husbands sitting at home, coming home and sitting in the driveway for 30 minutes before they even come in the door, because they don't want to hear all this negative stuff. And vice versa. The woman don't want to hear about what she's not doing right, and being compared to what's on the TV and all this fake stuff, and women being in makeup and face made 24/7. No, that ain't real. That is not real. Sometimes you ain't got no makeup on, and you don't want any makeup on, but can you still say something nice? Yep. So anyways, we just wanted to get on here real short and just kind of give you guys some encouraging words. Didn't want to take long at all, but
yeah.
Ronnie,
I just say that, hey, listen, make the best of every situation. You don't know how many years you have on this earth. Make the best of it. Enjoy every moment. Always stay engaged. Never, get caught in sedation or anything like that. Because when we get caught in sedation, that just, like you said, you're just basically wasting time. And the time you waste, you can never get it back. So we thank you so much for your time. You didn't have to take your time, but we value your time. So we want to always give you something.
We know folk got to go to bed because it's kind of late.
It's like 9 o'clock. So we always want to give you something that can stick with you. And we want to make sure that you're able to not only, receive something, but you're able to apply it.
Exactly.
Because you know what? We want to make sure that lives are changed, marriages are healed, hearts are connected. Hey, Brandy, Linda. Make sure the hearts are connected, and more than anything, we love you. It ain't nothing you can do about it. We love marriages. We love relationships.
Keep the fire burning in your marriage, guys. Keep your fire burning in your marriage. Love on each other, and hey, do what you do in marriage. In
Peace
marriage
out.
only.
God bless you. Love you much.
Bye, y'all.